Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, on just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, on just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Hey there, Veteran Nation fans. Welcome back. And this is a video that we're doing based on your guys' input. The other day, we talked about the Ethics Commission of Florida and the disappointing things that they had done. And the consensus was you guys wanted to do a form letter. You want to let them know that you are unhappy with what they're doing. So that's what I have up right now. Now, I am going to put this into a Google Doc, and I will put out the link, and anyone who wants to give comments on it, more than happy to. But you'll be able to download it if you choose to. You will be able to make any changes you want, but this is going to be a letter they're going to know that it came from Veteran Nation, and that there's a group of people very unhappy and definitely watching and in tune to what's going on. So let's get into this letter from the subscribers of Veteran Nation. Florida Commission on Ethics. That is their address. I looked that up, so you don't have to worry about wondering. That is it. To the Florida Commission on Ethics. I am writing to express deep concern and disappointment regarding the Commission's handling of the complaints filed by Mr. Jeremy Hales. Of the 13 complaints he submitted, it is alarming that 12 were dismissed or seemingly ignored without any attempt at a thorough or transparent investigation. What is particularly troubling is that many of these complaints involve serious allegations, including sexual misconduct and extortion. These are not minor procedural issues. They speak directly to the integrity and extortion. To the integrity and accountability of public officials. The decision to not pursue these matters undermines not only the purpose of the Commission, but also the public's confidence in Florida's oversight mechanisms. When citizens see accountability institutions neglect or dismiss legitimate concerns, especially those involving potential criminal behavior, it erodes trust in government at every level. The Florida Commission on Ethics was established to uphold standards and protect the public interest. Failing to seriously investigate credible complaints, especially of this nature, sends a disturbing message that certain individuals or actions are above scrutiny. We asked the Commission to reconsider its stance and provide transparency around the decision making process that led to the dismissal of these complaints. At a minimum, the public deserves an explanation, and Mr. Hales deserves accountability from the body entrusted to ensure ethical conduct in public office. We are watching you. Sincerely, and I left it there so that you guys can put your name. Now, I will probably add on a second page, if you want to put down here, addresses to the governor, to the attorney general, to Levy County commissioners, anything like that. So that way you can share this. This is an open letter to our government officials, probably also to Florida State Legislature, people along those lines. So that way we can let other people know. But this is what I have right now. I will put this up as a Google Doc. When this goes out, it'll probably be as a link in the description. I will also put out a public post on the YouTube, on all my social media with a link to this, where you will be able to give comments, but also download it for yourself. So that way you can have it, you can then sign it. If you want to change it, feel free. But at least now we have something, and feel free to make your changes. They'll at least know this came from us as a group. And the more organized we are, the better it will look, or the more chances we have of something being done. I am not expecting anything to be done, but the more organized we are, the better. And I wanted to make it clear that this is from the subscribers of Veteran Nation, because if not, they'll say, "Oh, that's the subscribers of What the Hales." No, we want them to know that multiple groups are watching. So that is what I had for the letter, and that's going to be out there. You guys can absolutely give your comments. We may make changes to this. This is just this is actually my second draft. So I normally am not comfortable with something until the fourth draft, but I wanted to get your guys' input. But I think if this were to be sent, and legislators or government officials, if they were to read this, I would not be at all embarrassed about this. Not at all. I think this meets the mail on everything. There might be some things I'm leaving out. That's why I want you guys to give comments. But I think this is the 90% product. If we want to take it further, we absolutely have that ability to. But I wanted it out there because you guys told me you felt this was a good thing. And there was more than enough of you that I was like, okay, this is going to cost you the cost of printing and a stamp, at least one stamp. But like I said, I'll put other addresses on a page too, so that way you can send it to as many people as you want. But I think having this as it is exactly what we need. So there you go, folks. We're doing our best. Again, like I said the other day, this is not about Jeremy Hales. It's about the next guy. And that's what you have to, if they'll do it to Jeremy, who has a big platform, they will absolutely do it to you. And they'll absolutely do it to a guy with less means and less of a voice. So there we go. I think this is a good thing that we're doing here. And let me know your input. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakening at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup, simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise, kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine, America's awakening with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune, day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace, America's awakening at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup, simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise, kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine, America's awakening with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise, kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine, America's awakening with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive, big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road, America's awakening to lighten her load. America's awakening